What's up, YouTube? Last night, the internet crapped out on me, and I was just like, son of a bitch. I called Autistic Spectrum Internet, and they're like, you have no outstanding balance due on your internet bill. So then I'm like, why the hell did the internet shut off then? Yes. So, continuing where we left off with that Terrence Pop video response, Odonculus.com. Let me just get my my attire on first. Let's see. There's the pie hat. Yes. You want to achieve the goth cowboy look? It's really easy. You take your bandana, fold it into a triangle, and then you tie it around your neck like so. Just like a cowboy or a cowgirl would, whatever. And then fucking you add the collar on top of it. All right. Now it kind of pissed me off because I was on a roll, dude. I was doing so good with that stream, and then I don't know where the internet's just like, fuck you, suck a dick. No, if you suck mine for no, I'm just kidding. But, you know, I will get an of-age girlfriend one of these days. Just gotta keep waiting patiently and keep fighting for gender equality, which to me is more important than getting laid. And there we go, YouTube. All right.
The second most common one compared to marriage. She doesn't like one of your friends. Guess who's got to go? But
yeah. So in the last video, we talked about how women will use sex, marriage, and manipulation and control to dominate the relationship. But as soon as you do that crap, you're an asshole male. So, of course, if your female friend doesn't like your friends, they gotta go. They also use jealousy. We talked about that, too. Both sides do this crap. But anyways, if you don't like any of her female friends and you tell her, hey, you know, I don't like you hanging out with Cheryl because every time you do, you incessantly bitch about how imperfect your life is, how you wish I made more fucking money. And why can't I be like Cheryl's husband? And you call her a slut and a cunt behind her back. Very catty female bullshit. And it's like, if you don't like her, why the fuck did you say yes when she invited you to her house for Sunday brunch? I don't want Cheryl to think I'm a snob, you know? Like, you're not a woman. You wouldn't understand. And you're coming with two. And, of course, you got to go to Chad's house and see him and Cheryl like, oh, here we go. This dude's going to brag about how fucking awesome he is, just like his stupid cunt of a wife. And I got to sit there with my wife and pretend like I give a shit while I sit here and slam beer that I can't afford. This is going to be fun.
this will only happen after she pretends to love your friends. She does that to get close to you because she wants you to believe she has cool points. But
well, and to be fair, if you have friends that make you do really stupid shit, maybe you shouldn't hang out with them. If you're constantly getting into trouble with your quote-unquote friends, maybe I need to get some more beer, man, and get some lawn money going, man. About out the last cup, man. Freaking just maybe, you know, and here's a thought. Maybe you shouldn't hang out with him. But if your friends are relatively cool and y'all do cool shit on the weekends, like you go fishing, go hunting, whatever, and she says, well, I don't like you hanging out with your friends. That's usually because she doesn't have any friends of her own. When your wife starts bitching at you because you're hanging out with your friends, that's usually because she doesn't have any female friends of her own, or her and all of her friends are just complete bitches to each other. Yes. So in which case, you could be like, listen, honey, maybe you should go get yourself some friends. Stop bitching about the ones that I have. Oh, look, my sink is full of dishes. No. I'm going to stick that in my dishwasher. Oh, yes. I love having a dishwasher. No more washing these fuckers by hand. One second, YouTube. Will be right back. Just gonna empty the dishes into the dishwasher, get started, and get a glass of water to go with my beer so I can stay hydrated. Yes. Do some configuring. And no offense to those of you named Cheryl or Chad, but you know the kind of people I'm talking about, YouTube. Ah. Get those dishes started. Yes. I mean, if you have a fucking dishwasher, there's no excuses to have a full sink. Sorry, but it's the fucking truth. All right, back to our video.
Over time, these friends of yours will disappear, kind of like the legal votes in Michigan. And if you ignore it and you let her keep doing it, sooner or later, she will be the only one you have. And once that happens...
Yeah, ladies, if you don't want your man telling you who to be friends with, then don't do it to him. When it comes to relationships, like I said in last night's stream, it's the golden rule. Do unto your wife as you'd have her do unto you. In other words, if you wouldn't want your wife beating the shit out of you after she slams a couple shots of Jack Daniels, then maybe you should, just saying.
The mask will come off. You'll get to see the horror of what's going on, and you will realize you done fucked up. The next one, 5, 6, and 7. They go together in a group. That's the way she likes it, Screen 5. Anal, oral, and intercourse. You like what's on the front of the menu, and you're like, you know what? I'll flip it over and check out dessert. Sure you will. Now let's face it, dudes. If this woman really loved you, she would get drunk and beg you to do it. But
okay. That look, I support Terrence Pop here, but women are the gatekeepers to sex, and therefore they have so much responsibility that goes along with it. A woman's vagina can become so easily infected, even if the dude is clean. If he's got super rich sperm, she can get a yeast infection if she doesn't take care of herself down there. And yeah. So maybe she's just not in the mood. You know what I'm saying? This idea that guys are in the mood all the fucking time, trust me, no, we're not. I mean, yeah, I could have a wank, rub one out, and then be like, okay, what's next?
No pun intended, most of the time she will see you as a beta buck ATM. So if you want to take a trip around back to the back door, you're gonna have to do this. And then
this could be a number of things.
This could be anything. It could be mowing the grass.
I mean, to be fair, YouTube, relationships are give and take. And what have I said in my last night's stream? That couples should have more sex, but at the same time, make them work for it for a little bit, you know? Like, hey, I'm not saying you make the demands stupid, ridiculous, but at the same time, YouTube, don't just be like, oh, hey, here you go.
Or fixing the car, or shingling the roof. You really don't know. And next one, oral. You better do it for her, and maybe once in a while, if you're lucky and everything lines up, she'll do it for you. I'm talking full lube oral service, ladies. Most of the time, you treat it like a kid tasting the sucker to see if it tastes like shit or not. And don't you dare ask her to put 5 and 6 together, dudes, because you never go ass to mouth. Bottom line, it doesn't matter if it's an...
Well, that's kind of a common courtesy. It's like, as Roma Army said, as the famous Roma Army once said, no dick. Okay? If you suck the fuck out of her pussy, but she doesn't, at the very least, doesn't give you a hand job in return, you know, no dick. Now, ladies, how would you fucking feel if you gave your boyfriend the best goddamn, like, top quality blowjob, deep throating that shit like a professional, professional? Yes. And after he gets done busting a nut, and the fucking asshole doesn't give you a warning when it's about to go off, so it's either going off in your hair, your face, or your mouth. And you're sitting there going, with a mouthful of cum going, either spitting it or swallowing it, one of the two, right? And you're looking at him like, you look at him like you shouldn't have to say anything. That was gross, that was degrading, that was humiliating. And you just giving him that look like, what about me, asshole? My point being is, you might be convinced to get a blowjob from your woman if you return the favor. Yes. That's what I'm saying is that couples need to grow closer together. And to do that, you cook together, you do the chores together. Like, let's say your house is a little dirty, it needs dusted, it needs vacuumed, all this shit. Okay. If your kids are out of the house, they're at a friend's house, hanging out, it's the weekend. So you lock all the doors, you lock all the windows. Yes. You and your other half strip down to your underwear and make it sexy, fun cleaning time. Bust out a good bottle of beer or maybe some wine. Throw on each other's favorite music. And it becomes less of a chore and, oh my God, we're cleaning the house, and more of, oh, hey, you're spending time with your other half. You do the laundry first, and then once the laundry's done and you get it all put away, save the bed for last. Trust me on this. You get everything else cleaned, you get your clothes put away, folded nice and neatly. And then when your house is clean, you make the bed. And once the bed's made, I want you two to fuck like jackrabbits on that bed. Go hog wild. Until you can't fucking move, until your legs feel like jelly and you feel like you're walking in the hyperbolic time chamber, like from Dragon Ball Z, like gravity just goes, fuck you. Try to stand up, you're like, yeah. Like, nope. Someone give me a cigarette. And then when you're done sitting there cuddling, your house is clean and you just had amazing sex. Yes.
Here, around here, or in there, there are conditions. You either have to perform this well this many times a week, or...
And fellas, if you bitch about it, I hate to tell you, but once you're sitting there, okay, seriously, when you're having a wank and you're jacking off, when you're sitting there jacking off and you actually shoot yourself in the face with your own goo, in that moment you realize, wait a minute, is this how chicks feel when they're sucking me off? And then you get splattered in the face? Oh, that feels so gross. Oh, God. Oh, you're sitting there wiping off your face. And in that moment, when that happened, I was just like, I swear to God, dude, next chick to consensually who's of age to suck my dick, I'm giving her a warning, like, this thing's about to blow, man. So she has ample time to go, okay, pull away and aim it the other direction and just give it one of these numbers, and boom, baby. It's going over the floor, all over her hand, and that's like, not as bad as all over her face, in her hair, in her mouth. She spends about 2 hours putting on makeup and looking pretty for you just so you can smear cum all over it. That's degrading as shit.
If you want it, but she really doesn't desire you, cue the cats and chainsaws juggling act, and while you're doing that, you're leaping through flaming loops of fire, also known as...
Don't forget walking across a bed of hot coals, broken glass, and rusty nails, and when you get a tetanus shot in your booty cheek, she might show you the pussy. Yes. If I'm just gonna drink this water and I'm good. Yeah, back to the beer. Hold on 1 second. Because when it comes to the battle of the sexes, women and men have these things in their arsenals that they can use, and both women and men have it. For women, it's their pussy. For men, it's their penis. But outside of that crap, both women have this pretty much the same arsenal of weapons outside of their gender. Because if you know how to use that dick, fellas, trust me, she will be hooked on you like a horny schoolgirl. She won't be able to get enough. She'll be like, huh. Jealousy, money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah, it's going to suck when you have to jump through hoops to get that pussy, but that's called a self-satisfaction, a reward system, or what have you. Think about it like this. If you were playing a video game and the video game was super easy to beat, you might have fun playing it, but after a couple rounds, you're going to be like, where's the challenge? And that's what makes dating fun, I think. It's the thrill of the hunt. You know, for the hunt for the K.
That's the honey-do list. Oh, dude, come on. Come on, it's not you. Every time I mention the honey-do list.
You know, hey, babe, could you clean the gutters? The honey-do list. It's the weekend. You and your buddies are going fishing. You're going to grab some beers, a bunch of stinky cigars, maybe some weed, and a bunch of crappy food that your wives won't let you eat, chips, bacon, burgers, etc. You want to go camping for a couple days and just rough it. Or sit on a boat with like 4 different bedrooms and just float down the river and fish. But your wife is sitting there saying, honey, could you stay here? But me and the guys are going fishing or going golfing or something to that degree. Yeah, but my mother-in-law is coming to town and my sister just got divorced and, you know, they could really use our support. So, of course, it's like, how badly do you want to get laid? All your guy pals are giving you shit. You were so pussy whipped, bro. We were going to go fishing. Hey, see you out the river. Not. And then your buddy, just to be a dick, calls you from the fishing spot. Like, you hear the reelers. You hear that? You hear that? It's the sound of us fishing. And as soon as your mother-in-law, her husband, and your recently divorced sister-in-law come to town, oh, God. You already know what's going to fucking happen. Your mother-in-law and your sister are bitching about how all men are the same, and, you know, your mother-in-law just looks at her husband and says, well, no offense, Howard, but men are pigs. Men are all assholes. And you and the father-in-law, you kind of exchange glances at each other like, it's just this look, this mutual, we're both men in this crappy situation look, and we kind of understand each other. It doesn't stop him from, trusting you with his of-age daughter. He still thinks you're not good enough for her. But in that moment, you two have a mutual understanding. And it's like, you don't want to fucking sit there and listen to this crap. You're a fucking king and a prince and a gentleman to your woman. You treat her fucking better than her sister got treated. And of course, her sister is secretly jealous because she has a husband and she doesn't, that treats her right. And your wife is jealous because she thinks the sister is the favorite. That's exactly how that shit works. So, of course, it's like your wife says, you want to go shopping with us? Why? And what do you mean shopping? What? And then she says, well, her and her mother and her sister are going to go to the mall and get her sister some slutty clothes to make her feel and look sexy. And then you try picturing your sister-in-law in slutty clothes, and you're just like, nope. But they don't call it slutty clothes, you know. What they call it is, we're going to the mall to get her some new clothes, you know, try to boost her confidence and help her find a man, because that's what she needs right now. And you're just looking at the situation going, she just got fucking divorced by the biggest piece of shit on the planet. And then on top of that, took all of his fucking money. So why the fuck you asking him for money, huh? Asking, well, she's got to save that for her bills, you know, and food for herself. And I'm like, okay, do I look like the First International Bank of Dick? That's what that is. And maybe, here's a fucking thought, if women got paid the same amount of goddamn money, like the same amount of money a man got, if the minimum wage pay gap wasn't sexist at all, and women and men got equal pay, and maybe, just maybe, if women's crap didn't cost more than a man's item, women would have more money. Well, what it comes down to is, YouTube, get yourself a pint glass, baby. Yes. What it comes down to, YouTube, is a woman's designer jeans is going to cost a lot more money than a men's designer jeans. And let's say you get a pair of jeans for men that are like $20. You know, you go to Walmart and you get yourself some Wranglers. That's my jam. I go to Walmart and I get black denim Wranglers. And it works. I'm content with that. I need to get me like 3 or 4 more pairs one of these days when I can. And some new boots, because these black suede steel-toe Brahmas are falling apart. And yes, welcome to being an adult. Well, while the weather's still warm, I'm not worried about it. But as it starts getting colder, I am going to be getting new boots. If I have a band t-shirt from like Hot Topic or Spencer's of a band that I like, some black denim Wranglers from Walmart, some black suede steel-toe Brahma shoe boots from Walmart, and I'm out the door with a spike collar and a bandana, some, and maybe occasionally some eyeliner, and I'll paint my nails black. I'm out the door. It's called Goth on a Budget. Shit. The taste of beer in the morning. Well, in this case, it's 12 o'clock noon. Yes. And when I get my black denim Wrangler jeans, they fit, but they hug my ass. And I do that on purpose so that when women are checking me out, they're just like, yeah, Cobra's got a nice butt. Yes. It's like chicks are not the only ones that can show off their ass in a nice pair of jeans. And it works too, because when I bend over and I catch chicks checking me out, I'm just like, what up? You know you want to squeeze it. You know you want it. Come on. Get in there and give her the slap. You know you want to. Yes.
Old Toby takes a dive for the deck. Bro, that's so cold, man. And that's why number 8 is chores. It's not enough you're working 40 to 60 hours a week and paying for everything while she works at a floral shop. On top of that, you got to go home and do the chores if you want to get on top of that.
Yes. And what have I said about the chores?
Game. You're not ready for it. You just came home. We have stuff to do. We got to mow the grass and clean out the gutters, and we have to hoe the backyard and cut down some tree limbs.
Oh, that's right. By we, you mean me.
Yes. If you were to tell a woman she belongs in the kitchen, you would be called a sexist, misogynistic male pig. And be like, this isn't the 1950s anymore. So when your girlfriend expects you to be able to fix the car, mow the goddamn lawn, clean the fucking gutters, all those nasty fucking chores that she doesn't want to do, you can give her the same goddamn argument. Babe, this hit the 1950s. Unless you're fixing to fetch my pipe and slippers and a martini when I get off of work and then make me a sandwich after sex. You know what I'm saying? It's the fucking truth. It's a little flat. It's been sitting in the fridge all night. But I don't care. This is why I'm telling you right now, as a couple, you don't even have to make it sexy and fun. Just fucking do the chores together. If she makes you do all the fucking chores and then demands you eat her pussy out after that, it's like, well, you gonna suck my dick first because this shit don't suck itself.
I have to ask you, while I'm doing all of that, what will you be doing? If it's anything other than cooking me a steak and bringing me a beer and giving me a blowjob, I want no part of it.
Which proves that us men are incredibly simple to please. Yes. I'm serious, men are so fucking easy to please, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk into the kitchen and your woman's in her fucking underwear cooking you a steak. Promised land. And you walk up and give that ass a squeeze because you're like, yeah, that's mine, and I get to. Yes. And out of fucking nowhere, she's just like, oh, you want some of this? Fucking drops her panties down and takes her bra off while she's cooking you a steak. And you literally fuck the shit out of her and squeeze her titties while she's cooking that steak. And then when you get done, you cuddle for a bit. Then you eat the steak, drink the beer, and you're like, yes. If she's willing to go the extra mile for you to do stuff like that, then you need to do stuff for her. Make her a romantic bath every once in a while, you know? Pink bath bomb, water with red rose petals on top, CBD oils and massage oils in the bath water so that when she steps into it, her whole body just deflates and relaxes instantly, like, You make her a clay mask with some cucumber slices to put over her eyes. And you make her a homemade cheesecake that's so fucking good it makes her fucking squirt a little in her panties. Yes. You bust out the pink champagne or some tequila rose. Yes. You have a strawberry chocolate swirl cheesecake that you made your girlfriend that's so fucking decadent. You put real sugar-coated strawberry slices in that bitch. Oh my God. The kind of shit that just makes your girlfriend go, oh my gosh, she has the best boyfriend ever. You walk into that bathroom where she's relaxing in the bathtub, and it's just like, oh, hey, milady, would you like some pink champagne or some tequila rose? You give her options. And when you're sitting there delicately feeding her strawberry cheesecake, treating her like a fucking goddess and a queen, being pampered by her servants. Oh my God. That's like the female equivalent of what she just did for you. Yes. I'll let you in on a secret, ladies and gentlemen, fellas. Women think it's sexy when men can bake. It's the fucking truth. If men know how to make cakes and cheesecakes and all that kind of crap, oh yeah. They're not afraid to get in touch with their culinary side, yeah? Because women think it's sexy when men can cook and bake. It's the truth. Women and men are so similar in that aspect, it's not even funny. The quickest way through a woman and man's heart is honestly through their stomach, because women and men, y'all love to eat, and regrettably, food's delicious. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up that BB gun today. That thing glows pretty bright when you charge it with lights, but just to be on the safe side, I want to give the stocks on that BB gun, the stock in the forearm, another coat of glow-in-the-dark spray paint, let that dry. And then when that's fully dry, we're going to tape off the stock and paint the black parts gold. And we'll have that mobster's, gangster's, sawed-off BB gun done in no time. Yes. I'm going to get it done before Labor Day, Monday. Yes. Yeah, when you get to the point when you're just like, I'm tired of my friends getting fucked with, and I want them to have something to protect themselves with. Yes. And Daisy Red Riders, I cannot speak highly enough of them. They're just fucking awesome.
Taking a blowjob, 2 tits.
Oh!
Yes, taking a blowjob, 2 tits, that's like shaving a haircut. Yes. Oh my god. Now, if your girlfriend's got big enough boobs and she lets you titty fuck her with a boob in each hand, like you're squeezing them and then boop in between, blip, 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 blip. You gotta do stuff for her, not because, you know, you're getting titty fucked, but because you want to make her happy. You take sex out of the equation, and it's more about spending time as a couple and making her happy. However, if she's not happy with herself or in her life, then nothing you do will ever make her fucking happy. And you know what sucks about the goddamn dating scene, YouTube? If you're trying to get with a chick and every guy she's been with has been a total asshole piece of shit who just uses her for sex, and for whatever reason she doesn't trust you fully, well, shit. Even though she likes the way your soap smells, and even though she likes the way your pipe tobacco smells, she won't give you a chance because you're like a kid brother to her. Except if you're the older one in that dynamic, how the fuck does that work out? Just asking for a friend. And when you catch her staring at you like flat, you can feel her checking you out. Just straight up hardcore in a daydream like. And someone has to say her name to bring her out of that trance. It's so goddamn obvious she likes you back. Do not try shit. Okay, this is her way of testing you. She could be making that crap up to see how far you'll take it. Like, gee, I wonder, how far is he going to go with this? She could be genuinely into you and she's unsure of your feelings, or she could be testing you to see how far you'll take it. If you think, oh my God, she likes me back, and your flirting gets more aggressive, it's going to turn her off if she's doing it to see how aggressive you'll be with it. That's the truth, fellas. So, like, if it's so obvious a woman likes you back, don't try anything. Just play it cool, man. And whenever I hear people say things like, oh, you'd never have a chance with her, I laugh my goddamn ass off. I'm like, that's the other way around, honey. But sure, you keep thinking that. More like she doesn't have a chance with me because I got fangirls for days, dude. You know how many hot of-age fangirls want to fuck me just because I'm King Cobra JFS? Exactly.
You know, retirement is a much simpler goal when you stop buying stupid crap you don't need. Like those 3 dates worth of dinner and movies for nothing but a kiss on the cheek. Wink.
Okay, you know what? If you're spending money and going out on dates just to get laid, that's pretty fucking sad. You know, if you get a kiss on the cheek or she gives you a hug and a quick peck on the lips, it's better than nothing. Trust me, fellas, when you haven't had sex in almost 4 years, you will grow to appreciate a woman's company, even if it's just her talking with you and hanging out. Which is how it should be, but you gotta stop thinking with your dick. Plus, I'm entering that prime danger zone, you know. When a man goes from 30 to 40, 50 years old, he's in that fucking prime of his life, or he's got that older gentleman appeal going. Yes. I don't give two shits if I'm bald. I don't give two shits if I haven't had sex in 3 to 4 years, or that my trolls try to fuck with every chick I go out with because they think it's funny. Which just goes to show that despite all my downfalls, I still get more pussy than my trolls do. Otherwise, you wouldn't try so hard to ruin my relationships, you jealous cunts. No, my trolls tell me I need to get laid, and I'm like, yeah, because you're totally getting laid when you harass an autistic. You're dumb, dude.
All you need is this book, and you can learn how to retire on 200K in Southeast Asia. Use the...
What was the name of that book? MGTOW's Guide to Retiring on 200,000K in Southeast Asia. Say bye-bye to entitled women in the West and say hello to financial freedom in the East. Well, let me tell you something. First of all, fuck this fly. Women are entitled, men are entitled. It just depends on the person and who the person is. Lock and load the bitches. Not a sponsor, but the bug swatter gun is a fun way to kill flies. You pour some salt in there and just, motherfucker. This thing's killed a couple flies already, and yes, I fucking hate house flies in general. They're gross and.
It is this book, and you can learn how to retire on 200K in Southeast Asia. Use the promo code POP for 10% off to begin your exodus from entitled Western whammon and set course for financial freedom.
Yes, but here's the thing of it. If I got my vape pen, hold up a second. When men act entitled to your pussy, ladies, doesn't that just piss you off? They act like they're Satan's gift to women. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't it just piss you off? Of course it does. You get all kinds of pissed off. You're just like, God damn it. But then you turn around and act entitled towards the dude, and if he says anything, he's automatically a sexist male pig who's attacking her.
Link is in the description.
And number 9, everyone's favorite thing to find in the mail. Bills. Oh my God! Ah! Ah! And if you don't pay all of hers, you're going to come back and find 2 bills in bed with her. Well, to be honest, one might have been a William. I just didn't ask. I was too busy almost throwing up. And if you think money is not a factor here, you obviously have not been online dating. Some of these...
Fuck online dating, YouTube. Fuck online dating. Well, if you all are in a relationship and you're helping out with her bills when you got your own bills to pay, it's pretty noble of you. Maybe your girlfriend should, I don't know, get a job job. But if you're trying so hard to get with that chick and she says she's struggling to pay her bills, and like the simp that you are, you're just like this. Well, how much do you need? Let me just fish through my billfold here and fuck off. Now, here's the thing of it. Let me let you in on a fucking secret. If you want to seduce that woman or have her thinking about you, it's okay to do nice things for your crush or your lady friend, but don't do it all the time. Otherwise, she'll expect it and then she'll just use you for it. But when the chick you're trying to get with boyfriend doesn't celebrate Christmas, and that chick, that's like her favorite holiday, and the dude doesn't get her anything for Christmas, her birthday, or Valentine's Day, and she still likes him, you're a dumb bitch. Okay, I'm sorry, but you're smarter than that. Okay? You are smarter than that. What have I said? That women want a bad boy who can treat them right. Like, it's the goddamn truth. You know, he has a little bit of both. He has enough nice guy to make him polite and respectable, but enough bad boy to just turn her on. This whole nice guys finish last. Kiss my ass. You know, fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, if nice guys finish last, then don't bitch at me when your boyfriend's a fucking asshole. Do you know how infuriating it is when you hear a woman say she can't find a decent guy and then turns around and says, you're one of the most decent guys she's ever met. You just want to fucking bang your head into the nearest wooden table just as hard as you fucking can. Sorry, when you get a little heated there. But Jesus fucking Christ. You try to sympathize with her and you're like, yeah, you know, I'm struggling on the dating scene too. Like, you know, shit, I'm having a hard time finding a woman, so we're in the same boat, Sister Sledge. She can't find a decent guy. You can't find a good woman. You're both sitting there bitching about it. It's like, most people would be like, why not hook up with each other? And if it doesn't happen, I'm telling you right now, you're going to find someone 4 times harder who's better for you. That's usually how it goes. And when you hook up with that chick, the last chick you're crushing on is going to be like, shit, I should have given Josh a chance. Damn, his girlfriend's hot. Look how happy she is. That could have been me. So what does she do after that? Go back to her shitty exes or find another piece of shit male to date. Because I've noticed something that when men my age and a little bit older, we enter that 30-plus bracket, we start having that older male credential, which chicks love. And you know why chicks love older dudes? Because we think with our heads and not with our dicks. So if you want the older dude mentality that chicks love, stop thinking with your penis and start thinking with your brain. Feel me on this? Giving you some fucking solid advice here. God damn it. You know how pissed off I was when the fucking stream froze up last night? I was just like, oh, speaking of which. Hold up. Hold on. Okay, we're still going. Bitchin'!
Ladies have a whole laundry list of things they need before they will even consider you.
I need a man who makes at least 6 figures, has his own house, 2 cars, a career, is established, and can pay for me to get my hair, nails, and pedicures done 2 times a week.
Okay. That is a stereotype for women, but exactly my point. If a dude wants a chick who's got a nice skinny waist, is curvy, it's some nice big D-cup titties, or juicy ass to go with it, or regardless, he's a fucking pig. How dare he? Yeah. But if you're a chick and you want a dude who makes at least 6 figures and has enough goddamn money to pay for her to get her hair and her nails done at least 2 times a week, has a big ass house with a 2-car garage. No, that's not unrealistic. That's all right. And some women are actually really simple in the sense of that they don't need a whole lot to be pleased. This is the kind of stereotype that scares a lot of men off from dating. This is why you gotta take time to get to know her, man. Yeah. I'm gonna go have a smoke. Go outside and have a smoke. Women love the smell of my pipe tobacco if I get a nice aromatic, and I'm rocking that Bond number 1. Yes. When I walk into the liquor store and I walk by a couple to look at the beer section, and the dude's girl just goes, "Oh my God, that goth dude smells amazing." And then the dude says, "Oh, that's King Cobra JFS. He wears Bond number 1 tactical soap." And then he's going, "Dude, I need to check out this soap. I need to check out this goddamn soap." Yes. And even if you're not getting laid, it gets her in the mood to get someone else laid, which, you know what? You take it for what it is. And, one day it'll happen when you least expect it. You know how I met my first girlfriend, Stephanie Peterson, at Job Corps? I quit looking. I quit giving a shit. I'm like, I'm here at Job Corps just to do my thing and get out of here, right? And as soon as I quit looking, look what plopped into my lap. Yes. First girlfriend experiences are fucking awesome. All of a sudden, you have a chick sitting in your lap, and then, yeah, Stephanie's pretty cute for her first girlfriend material. I ain't gonna stunt. She's cute. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah. Stephanie's cute. I ain't gonna stunt. Really pretty green eyes. But I'm not trying anything. I'm just making a point of observation. Yes. And I was a fucking idiot for cheating on her. I tell you what, that's what happens when you think with your dick. You make stupid decisions. If I would have been like, okay, and just waited until she got out of Job Corps, is what it is. Yeah, I got my slippers and my vest. I'll be right back. Whatcha? I'm grabbing the wand, stick it in the pocket. Bitchin'. I'll be right back, YouTube.
You keep using that word need. I don't think it means what you think it means. I don't care what you think you need or deserve. What you really need to do.
Yeah, she don't need a man in her life until it comes to doing the chores and financing her lifestyle and screwing over the court systems
Is earning.
child support
And
custody.
if you think bending over on my birthday, Christmas, and our anniversary is going to cut it, you got another thing coming. Especially because we got married on my birthday and 2 of the 3 are canceled out.
Yeah, if you're only getting laid on Christmas, your birthday, Valentine's Day, your anniversary, that's just not healthy, dude. Now, I'm not saying you should have it all the time, but every 2 weeks minimum, just fuck the shit out of your partner. Consensually, of age, goodness. Every 2 weeks, just do it. Just do it. Every 2 weeks, you know?
Dudes, if your anniversary coincides with a holiday, you better get yourself a 2-for-1 special on that. And I'm talking at least twice in a day, not ass to mouth. Oh. And number 10.
Yeah, why the fuck do people do that ass to mouth shit? That's just fucking gross.
And I've seen this one break men. Housing. If her friend has a big house with 4 bedrooms and a 2-car garage, and you don't, guess who's playing catch up with the Joneses or Jamal?
No shit.
Because women on a social scale, they want everything better or at least even.
That's true for a lot of men. It's kind of like when your guy friend has a car and that car is just fucking pristine. And it's got a big ass engine, and then when he rumbles the engine, it just makes you go, like it's just guy code. It's guy code. You see a nice car, it makes nice noises. You got to make Tim Allen noises. Just yes.
These women become experts at one-upping, even if it's 100%.
And men gotta one-up each other all the goddamn time, and it's just fucking stupid. You can't just be like, as people, we can't be like, you know what? I don't care if Cheryl and Chad have the perfect life and their house is bigger than mine. Fuck them. You can't just learn to be happy with what you have. It's this fucking pissing contest that humans get into.
Bullshit! Oh, you don't believe me? Well, why don't you eavesdrop in on your woman when she thinks you're not around? She will weave a web of deception so detailed, Stephen King would be jealous. And what she will use to justify that bigger house? Family and kids.
I need to start a family before I'm 29, and I want 3 kids just in case one's defective and dies.
Wow!
Yeah, that's the excuse she'll use. That is accurate. That's accurate. It's not because she's jealous of Cheryl and that's like her best friend of me or nothing. No, it's because she wants to start a family and have kids. And you're sitting there going, well, does my opinion count? No, because you're a man. Shut up and know your place in society. Ah, yes.
You like your life plans kind of like you like your men. Dark, Screen 5. They have a 5-year plan, dudes, and they are not going to let you stand in the way, even if you're paying for the whole goddamn thing. And you, dude, you're practical like your men. Dark, Screen 5. They have a 5-year plan, dudes, and they are not going to let you stand in the way, even if you're paying for the whole goddamn thing. And you, dude, you're practical, and you approach problems rationally. Big mistake. Well, honey, you want to have 3 kids? I'm cool with that, but
Oof.
we can't afford it. Either I have to get a second job, or we have to downsize and get a small house. Second job it is.
Oh my God, if we got a smaller house, what?
Okay, why? Okay, fuck that, Pop. Fuck that. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's the truth. If she wants to have kids and you can't afford to have kids and you're not going to downgrade the house, why should the man have to get a fucking second job? Why can't she get a job too? It's 2021. Women could do whatever the fuck they want. You want to be president? You want to be a cop, mayor, governor, a top scientist? You can start a fucking OnlyFans if you're hot enough. Dudes will fucking give you millions of fucking dollars. Oh, it gets ridiculous. And you don't have to do OnlyFans to make money, ladies. You're better than that. I'm not going to sit here and crap on women who choose to do OnlyFans, but it's kind of fucking redundant when you're sitting there teaching women you don't have to use your body to get attention. And then OnlyFans comes around and it's like, wait, what? So-and-so made $1 million a year just showing off her titties? Wait, what was that about? Women don't need to use their bodies to get attention? That kind of goes out the window. Money talks and bullshit walks. And it's fucking sad, really.
What would Marissa say?
I don't care what Marissa has to say. She's not here sucking my dick. To get a second job, or we have to downsize and get a small house. Second job it is.
Oh my God, if we got a smaller house, what would Marissa say?
And that's the fucking truth. Women, you care way too much about what other women think. Oh my God, what would Cheryl say if we got a smaller house? And Terrence Pop says it best. I don't give a fuck what Cheryl or Melissa says. She ain't the one sucking my dick. Exactly.
I don't care what Marissa has to say.
And to be fair, guys are no different in this crap. There are some guys who care way too much about what other people think, and that's just common for both genders. And you got to stop giving a shit what other people think about you as far as, oh my God, you don't have a car or the fanciest of cell phones or the biggest of houses. Fuck off.
She's not here sucking my dick. You are. Fuck Marissa. You're an asshole with a big rubber dick. And if she keeps talking trash, I'm going to break it off and beat her to death with what's left of it. I know that was dark, dudes, but speaking of rubber things, we're moving on to number 12. Orn Pay. She doesn't want you to watch it, and it can't be in the house. When given today's list.
Okay, first of all, how would you feel, fellas, if your girlfriend wasn't giving you any sex? She just wasn't in the mood. And then you checked her internet history, and it's all a bunch of dudes who are like 4,000 times harder than you are with a bigger dick, jacking off and fucking other chicks and shit. You'd be going, you can't tell me as a guy, you'd be going, oh. Or like, better yet, if she watches porn and you tell her she can't, you get called a sexist because men watch it all the time. No. Point being is, fellas, if you have a woman, even if she doesn't give you sex all the time, you shouldn't have to watch porn. You know, like, okay, you know, you're in the mood, you're fucking horny, you're next to your girlfriend, and you want to fool around in the bedroom, and she says, I'm not in the mood. So you know what you do? You whip your dick out and you jack off. You're like, fuck yeah, I got a chick next to me. Oh my God, my girlfriend is so fucking hot. Jack off for the last time you and your girlfriend had sex, and you stare at your girlfriend while you do it, and that should be good enough. Probably because she's not in the mood to fake an orgasm to satisfy your male ego. Okay.
Ladies, you could hide it on your side of the bed and she would never know. Or you can hide it in the kitchen with the pots and pans, because we all know she's not going in there either. Ladies, I have no idea how you expect to keep it away from us at this point. We have a Library of Congress of Orn Pay at our fingertips 24/7, 365.
That is the crazy truth of it. It's like women and men have access to porn through their smartphones. It's not hard to get. Don't jerk and drive. Man dies in car crash while watching porn on the phone. You hear about articles on this, and you're just like, okay, are you so fucking horny? You can't just be like, oh, you know what? I should focus on my driving so I don't cause a car crash or like accidentally kill myself kind of thing. Nah, screw it. Fuck suicide.
And men have died in car wrecks watching it. There's nothing more ironic than watching ass-to-mouth in video and then having vehicular ass-to-mouth screen flash. Number 13, and it's number 13 for a reason, because this one is one of my favorite double standards. Friends with ex. Your woman, she's allowed to be friends with her ex, but...
Yes, butt segments.
You're not. And these are the...
Yeah, what kind of crap is that? What kind of crap is that? Your woman's allowed to be friends with her exes, but you can't be friends with yours because you're the man and all men want is sex and you can't be trusted. Well, fuck you. If she can't trust you and you can't trust her, why the fuck are you in a relationship with her? It's the truth. Oh, but she can be friends with her ex. Yeah, who cares? Her ex-boyfriend could have a bigger dick and more money. That's not going to be an issue down the road, especially if you two are fighting. No, not at all. Well, think about how this would feel from the female's perspective, in all honesty. Like, oh, this is your ex-girlfriend, and Your ex-girlfriend is 4 times hotter than the chick you're banging right now. Bigger tits, curvier waist, fucking all the right proportions. And fucking just a knockout in the face. Fucking gorgeous long hair. Yes. Like so hot it intimidates your girlfriend that you have now. And it's just like, well. And she still has feelings for you. Oh, look out. You can't tell me as a woman that wouldn't like concern you a little bit. Like, women are just as insecure about that crap as men are. Don't get it twisted. Even if the man won't admit it.
Same women that lecture you with, well, if we don't have trust, we have nothing at all. Shut up. Could you?
No fucking shit. Shut up with that hypocrisy. Trust is easier to destroy than it is to build. That is the goddamn truth. And yeah, you could trust your girlfriend and your boyfriend to hang out with their exes alone. But if you're sitting there paranoid because they might be cheating on you, and yet somehow in your twisted, fucked off female male brain, you're just like, I'm going to find a way to make it work, even though everything's telling me to break up with this person and find someone better for me. Well, which brings me to my next point. Women and men who have dated shitty people, when they become used to that pattern, they will subconsciously seek out shitty people. And they bitch because they can't find someone decent. Part of that's because some people just crave drama. And part of that's because, well, that's all they're used to. If they had a decent person in their life, they gave them good sex, it was easy on the eyes, easy to talk to, and they had a couple things in common, it was enough to spark the interest, the intellectual conversation, and, you know what I'm saying, was stimulating, they wouldn't know what to fucking do.
You say that again? No, it's not because stupid didn't stick on the first pass. I heard nothing but vowels.
You can trust me to be friends with my ex. I know we're not going to do anything. I don't know your ex. I don't know what you're going to do with her.
What?
That's the same argument men would make in this circumstance. The dude could be like, "Hey, you know what? I don't know your ex. So I don't know if I could trust you and him alone." She would lose her fucking shit, and then she would use her women manipulative tactics, i.e. emotions and holding pussy over your head, to make you feel bad about questioning her in the first place. And you know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, why are you attacking me? You're so mean. Oh my God, my mom is right. All men are the same. Well, if you want to fuck that pussy, you better trust me. And it's like, no, this is the kind of crap that women do. And if men pulled this crap, women would hate us even more than they already do. There wouldn't be 7 million women on TikTok screaming hashtag kill all men. It'd be more like 20 million. Ha ha, no.
Well, you know me.
Because if men used our dicks and our muscles and our amazing pussy eating skills and the potential to have a wedding ring and held that over a woman's head and used that to pressure her into giving us sex and her time of the day, ladies, you would fucking hate it. But that's okay. Turn around and bitch because men use you for pussy. And at the end of the fucking day, it's just like this. We got to stop treating each other like shit. We got to stop using each other and abusing each other.
That doesn't count for anything?
That's not what I said.
Do you know what you just said? Hey.
Me to be friends with my ex. I know we're not going to do anything. I don't know your ex. I don't know what you're going to do with her.
Well, you know me. That doesn't count for anything?
That's not what I said.
Yes, exactly my fucking point. If you've been dating your other half for long enough, you should know them by now. And ladies, before you go off on the crazy train and start bitching and moaning and groaning and, you know, girl nagging. Yeah, I went there. You want to create terms like mansplaining, minge nagging. Yes. You can trust me with my exes, but I don't know your ex that well. Excuse me? If the dude tried pulling that crap, he may find himself being single or sleeping on the couch. Tell me that women are insecure about other women and that the thought of, your man still being friends with his extremely more attractive ex-girlfriend, that wouldn't just kind of, make her feel a little insecure about the way she looks. You can't tell me it wouldn't. And, guys are the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude. You can't tell me that, like, if you're a dude and you're dating your chick and then, like, you all are at Starbucks and then her ex-boyfriend just comes out of fucking nowhere. Janice, wow, is that you? Well, you're looking good. And she looks at you and then looks at her ex-boyfriend and says, oh, so-and-so, how you been? And you're watching this crap going, you're checking this dude out, like, you're sizing him up, and you're like, okay, this dude's got bigger muscles than me, and he's more attractive than I am. What the fuck? You can't tell me that women and men looking at that situation are going, did you downgrade with my ass? Because now you're feeling subconscious about the way you look.
Do you know what you just said? I don't think you do, because you're coming across as quite bipolar in the mouth pan. And now that I've sufficiently pissed you off by telling you the truth, I'll go pack my shit.
How dare you?
Now, I don't know about you, but whenever my wife was pissed and I had to leave the house, I usually went to one place, this Shake It Club. And that's number 14. I kind of wish it was number 69 or 71, which is the 69 with two fingers in your ass. 99% of women out there get fumingly pissed when they think about their man at a Shake It Club looking at other nude women.
Well, can you blame them, Terrence Pop? Can you fucking blame women for this shit? 99.9% of women are going to get pissed off if you're at a strip club with your buddies looking at other naked women. Can you blame them? What would happen if your wife went to a bachelorette party with her female friends and they had a magic mic on hand? The dude's fucking abs are like more cut than a fine line of cocaine. His fucking arms are huge, and his fucking python just sitting there in a banana hammock shaking it for all the ladies. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that you'd be a little subconscious about it. As a dude, you cannot tell me that you'd be pissed at, like, wait a minute, what? Did you fuck him too while you were at it, you fucking whore? Ow! Don't call me a whore, you fucking asshole. It was just Cheryl's bachelorette party. God, I can't believe you don't trust me. And it's like, yeah, but if this were gender reversed and Chad was having a bachelor party and a bunch of fucking bimbo sluts and G-string bikinis and micro bikini tops showed up, you can't tell me, ladies, that you wouldn't be pissed off too, especially if they were 4,000 times more attractive than your ugly ass. Screen 5, Metalocalypse is on.
And that other 1% right out the window as soon as you walk back to the champagne room. But I know you guys are thinking, Pop, there is no sex in the champagne room. Right. You ever wonder why there are no black lights in the champagne room? You think about that nightmare fuel while I pour myself some more booze. Now, I know there are some dudes out there that are shaking club addicts. Got it. They just listen.
I've never, like, I would go to a strip club if I was single and it was a bachelor's party. And my friend invited me, like, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I have no desire to go to a strip club. It's just a fucking tease, YouTube. It's just a fucking goddamn tease. You haven't had pussy in 3 years, 3 to 4 years. Here comes some chick that's stupid hot, way the fuck out of your league. You give her a couple bucks and she gives you a lap dance and then shoves her titties in your face. She's grinding her ass and her pussy and her titties all over your face and crotch. And you're sitting there fucking hard enough to play baseball, like, haha, and you can't even take her home. So at that point, it's just like, you go into the bathroom, rub one out, and then fucking, yes, that's the end of it.
To what I said, and they're like, ah, crap. I gotta throw away half my clothes. I know. I'll donate them to charity.
Ew. Ew, ew, ew.
Next time you guys go shopping at Salvation Army, you just remember Pop was here. No, that's nasty.
That's not nasty. There are some people who are having a harder time in life. Excuse me. As you should know, Pop, at one point, you were living out of your car in the back seats eating McDonald's almost every day. So you know what Struggle Street looks like. And you shouldn't talk bad about people who shop at Salvation Army because life is hard, dude. Like, I get it. You think women are annoying and, you know, you want to fuck them, but they piss you off, so you gotta talk all this mad shit. And for every dude who does this crap, there's at least 2 women doing the exact same thing to men. This glass is pretty fucking sweet. Yes. I'm gonna wash this out.
Now, 15 and 16.
Ulterior modems. Ultimatums. Okay? Ultimatums and the women who love them. Pop culture.
On this list, I actually understand. And those would be smoking or substance abuse. No one wants to write a check against anyone who treats their meat suit like shit. And that's why dudes don't marry fatty. Screen 5. Hey, we just got banned for fat shaming. Shocker, want to smell it?
Yeah, it's fat shaming when you reject a chick for being too fat. But if she rejects you for being too fat as a man, well, if you want to tap that pussy, you better go to the gym and start working out. You fat fuck.
But what?
Yes, butt segments. Yes.
We're on borrowed time with YouTube anyway. If you guys want to continue to see this content, go to redonkulous.com/donate and send us a couple bucks because this stuff ain't cheap. Because sooner or later...
No, it ain't. And if you'd like to contribute to my channel, you want to see me do food hacks, which I got a couple of food hacks in the works, and you like seeing Cobra drink on camera, donate to the PayPal. It's greatly appreciated. You don't have to, but it does help.
Later, YouTube, they're just getting streams. And then once that happens, what are you going to whine about then, huh? Those days are done. But when it comes to substance abuse, there are some caveats. First of all, I'm not really going to go after the drinkers because that would make me one hell of a hypocrite. With that being said, there are some substances out there that are way worse, like heroin, crack, and cocaine. Now I know there's some...
And the only reason cocaine is so bad for you is because of the shit they're lacing it with. Cocaine is a fucking plant. And if you cut it with stuff that's good for your body, you cut down on overdoses and gang violence. But I didn't say that out loud.
Individuals out there that probably stole something from their family to buy a case of Bud Light, But when they're addicted to the hard stuff, that shit happens all the time. And right there is
the problem with hard drugs. It's not the drugs themselves, it's the people who do them. If you are sucking dick behind a Flying J gas station truck stop for your habit, if you are stealing from your friends and your family for your habits, you might want to rethink your life, dude.
the cutoff point for me. And
if you are stealing, murdering, raping, and pillaging and all this other crap for your habits, you might want to rethink your habits, dude, because that's fucked.
Substance abuse. If you're a social drinker or once in a while you hit the Mary Jane do you wanna, that's no big deal. Once you start making life difficult for people who actually care about you, well, it's probably time to go f*** off.
No shit. That's the goddamn truth. If you're making life difficult for the people who care about you because of your substance abuse, then you either get help or you can go fuck off and die in a ditch. Just that simple.
Speaking of effing off, number 17, guns! I can't tell you how many times in my 30-year career I came across soldiers who deployed forward and did great things for their country, only to come home and have their wives tell them,
You can't keep any guns in the house because I don't feel safe.
shut up! Half a dozen dudes break into the house. What am I supposed to do? Run down there and fight them off with my bathrobe and drinking straw? Nasty bastard. Bottom line.
No fucking shit. Thank you. That's why you get yourself a girl who supports gun rights. Yes. Speaking of guns, can I blow my load inside of you? Screen 5. Speaking of guns, they'd be like the worst pickup line ever. You walk up to a chick and be like, hey, baby, you want to see my 12 gauge? It's in my pants. Major pumping required. That's kind of the fucking point. Like, if you're with a woman who hates guns and she won't let you keep any guns in the fucking house, but she's got to have a shit ton of kitchen knives to cook with, you can be like, well, I don't feel safe with those knives in the house. You might, I don't know, get on your period and get pissed off at me and then chop my dick off in my sleep because you thought I was cheating on you with some other bitch. And then that's just kind of fucking my point, like, exactly my point, Terrence. If a dude breaks into the fucking house and tries to rape your woman, what are you supposed to do? Fight him off with your fists? In your fucking bathrobe? Like, put him up, put him up. And what happens when the dude's got a gun and you don't? It's because your wife said, I don't want guns in the house. Guns scare me. Well, yeah, good luck having that same fucking thinking of mind when a burglar breaks into your house with a gun and then shoots both of your asses dead right after he rapes your woman and then takes all your shit. You and your wife's ghost are going to be sitting in that house going, well, this is what you get for making me get rid of my guns. Now we're both dead and our families are going to be sad. God damn it.
And a woman who's against your God-given right to defend yourself doesn't belong in your home.
No shit. Yeah, you know, I actually fucking agree. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. I know a lot of anti-gun liberal fucktards hate when I say crap like that, but humans are the ones that invented guns, just like humans are the ones that invented swords. So, like, if humans hadn't discovered gunpowder and then a way to, I don't know, shoot said gunpowder and It's like a cartridge. Now, if you're one of those people that just hates guns because of all the crap they get, well, you can fuck off. No offense, but there's a lot of crap that gets a bad fucking name. You're having a drink on the weekend. Well, alcohol can kill you. And how many people that drink and drive and do stupid shit when they're drunk? But hey, that doesn't affect you because you're a responsible drinker. You don't get blackout drunk. And guess what? Alcohol is human-made too. Or how about the fucking idiots who text when they drive? They're just sitting there, not paying attention, and then, oh, fuck. Oh, but you don't text and drive. No, you're a responsible cell phone user. So why is it, YouTube, that out of the millions upon millions of responsible gun users, the very small handful of assholes ruin it for everyone? A lot of people's hatred for guns is based off of fear and bullshit fed by the fucking radical left. I think guns are fucking awesome. They're fun to shoot, especially if you're on the shooting range. Oh, this is the best one. When women say men and their guns, it's all about your penises. That's why you men have guns, isn't it? Yeah, shut the fuck up with your sexist whore mouth. If that were the case, fellas, every guy I know would have a Barrett 50 caliber. Because if you literally said, and I quote, to the woman that women in your clothes, it's just all about, you know, looking sexier than your female friend and out slutting each other, she would lose her goddamn fucking mind. How dare you? Fuck you. And then she'd say things like, I do it to look pretty for you. Cool, I appreciate it, babe. Thanks. Well, we all know that's a load of shit. She does it because she wants to look more attractive than her female friends because women are so goddamn catty towards each other. And to be fair, guys do the same crap. My car's louder than your car. No, it's not, you pussy. Bet. Want to race for pinks? What, your girlfriend's pink pussy? Oh, that does it, motherfucker. You want to...
No. So if you hear this ultimatum, bye-bye. Number 18, and this is an offshoot of number 13. You as a dude, you're not allowed to have friends of the opposite gender. Now, by saying the opposite gender, I am implying that there are only two. That is correct. And if you figured that out for yourself, congratulations. You get a gold star. Winning. No. But, of course, you're not allowed to have any chick friends, but she's got a whole orchestra of blowhos orbiting her 24/7.
No fucking shit. That's, you know, and that's the problem with chicks who don't have very many female friends, especially if she's fucking hot. It would make good housewife material, and every dude she's friends with wants to fuck her silly. She may have all the options in the world, and every dude wants to fuck her. That doesn't mean she wants it. And if she's allowed to have male friends 24/7, you should be allowed to have female friends. And yeah, if she gets insecure about your female friends, You can call that whore out on her hypocrisy and be like, yeah, well, how do you think I feel when you're hanging out with Chad and all this fuck you money, wearing these fucking jeans that show off his ass and his bulge? That's why if you date a chick who has a shit ton of male friends, watch your back. Because she could fuck any dude she wants behind your back and you wouldn't even see it coming. See what I did there? See it coming? I made a sex joke. And all she has to do is suspect you of cheating on her, and that's enough for her to do the same to you. And then when she finds out that you've been loyal to her the whole goddamn time, all of a sudden she feels really bad about cheating on you. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry for assuming. Yeah, sorry doesn't cut it. Start sucking this dick. Bend over and spread the legs. Give me your titties to fuck and suck on. Yes. I'm just saying, like, fuck, if you can't trust your dude to have a bunch of female friends, then why should he trust you to have a bunch of male friends? Because trust is a two-way street. And if you can't handle the pressures of dating, then you know what you say? Fuck dating and fuck sex and fuck relationships and just masturbate. Gigtow or Gatow. Girls going on their own. Gatow. Actually, those are called feminists. More specifically, feminazis. Girls going on their own. Gigtow. That could be a thing. And it is a thing. They're called crazy cat ladies who've gotten fat and can't find the right man to marry, so they just drown their sorrow in pussy and wine, and not the kind you fucking lick and suck.
I don't know why you're so concerned. I would never do anything with them. They're like my brothers.
Bullshit. And speaking as a guy who is friends with a couple of chicks like this, I can tell you one thing, that a lot of the dudes, this one chick I know dated, broke up with her because they can't handle her. And because she's got some issues, and because she's friends with me. I'm not going to say names, but you know who you are. Especially when the dude could see her just staring at me like... And then the dude gets pissed off and says, it's so obvious you like him back. And it's just like, I'm not trying to cuck her boyfriend intentionally, or am I? Cucking dudes is fun until you have to watch a fellow man cry about it because his girlfriend's a slut and a cunt. And then now you kind of feel bad. Been there, done that, burnt the t-shirt. This chick was cheating on me with this dude she was with. And, her tits are big enough, so I was kind of like... And she was old enough, so I'm like, yeah, there you go. Wasn't the prettiest in the face, I'll tell you that right now. And she had some nasty-ass fucking... Okay, don't even go there. Thankfully, I'm clean. But, the dude confronted me on it. He's like, hey, man, did you fuck my woman? I didn't want to say it because I was like, I got caught, but I manned up to my shit, fucking metaphorically speaking, just grab your balls and be like, yeah, I did. I fucked her while y'all are at the gas station grabbing her snacks and shit. put a condom on so I didn't get period blood on my dick. Oh, God. And when you don't want to get caught fucking that chick behind that dude's back, so you, like, pull up your pants while you're still wearing the condom. Okay. Red Bull gives you wings. And then when the dude found out, he's just sitting there smoking a cigarette, crying his fucking eyes out, dude. And a part of you's just like, yeah, I'm that asshole. But then the more logical side goes, you know, if I was in his shoes, I would fucking hate it. And then you feel like a complete douche rocket dickhead for doing it. Part of you's going, yeah, I got laid, winning. And then the more sensible side of you is going, yeah, but if this happened to me, I'd be so pissed off. Which, it did happen to me. But only because I was a dick and was thinking with my, yeah, okay.
Well, you must be into wincest. Guess what, dudes? Every time you make a mistake, guess who gets to make her feel better? 6 to 8 inches at a time.
Yeah, guess what? When the woman you want to fucking be with and possibly marry and maybe have kids with is being treated like shit by every Tom, Dick, and Harry she fucks. They just use her for sex and a place to crash and a cheap meal tickets. And she dates the assholes and then sits there and complains because they treat her like shit. And she can't fucking stand them. It's like, okay, let me get this straight. If you stuck your hand on a stove, on a hot stove, and you burn the fuck out of your hand, the first time should have been enough to go, oh, I wonder if I'm stupid enough to do it again. Maybe it won't hurt the second time. Ow! I'm sorry, but when it becomes behavioral pattern for your female friend to date asshole men that just use her for sex, and, you know, to be fair, you can't tell what people are like when you first start dating them. But when they start showing signs that are very eerily similar to the last boyfriend you had, and he starts showing red flags of he's going to be just like the last one, break up with him, ladies. Why go through that same burning your hand over and over and over on that hot stove of bullshit asshole men? Ow, fuck! Oh, it's the goddamn truth. When you're sitting there hanging out with her, you and your friends are hanging out with her, and she's sitting there bitching about her boyfriend for like the 1000th time, and you're sitting there sipping on some not your father's root beer like, oh, please tell me more. And you make the comment of, well, if you don't like dating assholes, then why are you dating them? Because you're afraid to be alone, and you may subconsciously think you're not good enough for a decent guy because all you're used to is shitty asshole men. But when your girlfriend is more bipolar than normal, like more bipolar than most normal chicks, most guys are going to be like, yeah, no. In that instance, you have to learn to be patient with her and be like, just shrug it off. If she's having one of her fucking moods, the last thing you want to do is bite her head off, too. Just laugh it off. Defuse the situation. Like, say, for example, she grew up watching Elmo. So you pull out the Elmo voice and you know, watch what happens. She starts getting pissed off at you. Like, my mom. She goes from being pissed off to like, oh, God damn it. You defuse the situation by being funny, which 9 times out of 10 works better than being a complete bigger asshole back to her. Yes. Because it's not that difficult to piss women off. It really isn't. It requires no fucking effort, but one simple word, and it's the C word. See you next Tuesday at Taco Tuesdays.
Whoa, I feel so much better now. Here's a thought.
Nice boobs.
Who gets to make her feel better? 6 to 8.
And here's the thing of it. When seriously, when your female friend is bitching about her boyfriend and you're trying to get down her pants by making her feel better, it's so goddamn obvious. And believe me, women will hate that crap. Just give her space and let her breathe. When you got like 20 fucking dudes or 5 dudes, at first she might be like, oh, look at all this attention she's getting, and she might like it at first. But when she's with friends and family that she trusts, she will complain about it, like, because she knows what they want. And it's so fucking obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, it's just like, if she listens to you, bitch, or you listen to her, bitch, whatever. You listen to her, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, what, you know what I'm saying? All you can say is, well, that's pretty fucked up. What are you going to do? You know, tough shit, man. That sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the goddamn truth. Whenever I've said or seen the female friend in question bitching about her boyfriends, you know, I just let her talk it out. Give her space. Don't try anything. Except to say, well, if you hate that asshole, why the fuck you dating them? Don't fucking sit there and tell me all women want assholes, because women will say they want assholes until he's a complete asshole to her, and then she's sick of his crap. Just like dudes who say they want a slut for a girlfriend until she fucks some other dude behind his back because he's not giving her enough dick.
Inches at a time. Whoa, I feel so much better now. Here's a thought. If your SOP is...
But just because, and that's a stereotype, Pop, just because she's being comforted by every dude doesn't mean she's just going to willy-nilly give it out. That's kind of a negative assumption. And here you are bitching because women don't trust men with female friends. Well, here you are assuming that just because she's there to comfort you, or he's there, whatever.
This rules for thee, but not for me. You really don't deserve to be in a relationship. So do yourself a favor and purchase that one-way ticket to Box Wine in Catland.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
Number 19, and this one is not an ultimatum that you will hear.
And if she has more cats than dogs, that's the sure sign of a cat lady in the making. Yes. Oh, but she loves animals. Right. I love animals too. You don't see me having like 20,000 cats in my apartment. Relatively speaking, if you have like 2 to 3 dogs and 2 to 3 cats, that's a bit excessive, but it's reasonable. And honestly, I have a soft spot in my heart for chicks who love animals because I totally get it. Which brings me to my next point. If you want to increase your chances of hooking up with that lady, if her dog's like you, she's going to like you. Even if subconsciously she doesn't realize it.
Here overtly, but it is implied every waking moment of the day. Get yourself a job and keep it. And you're not allowed to get sick or get fired. The moment the money stops flowing, she's going. Her head is on a swivel and she's looking for the next wallet and 6-figure P-nice.
Yes, and here's the kicker of it, YouTube. If women and men got paid the same amount of fucking money, get blocked. Now, whenever I get a hate text message saying things like, you're never going to get laid again, just block, delete, and ignore. You don't know. You can't speak for my future. Should just put this fucking phone on airplane mode. Why do you shave your armpits, boy? Girls like guys with hairy armpits. Hey, motherfucker, you want to see something? You want to... What's this? Holy crap! YouTube, I have hairy armpits. Fucking suck my dick. Oh yeah, your boy Cobra's got enough body hair. Look at these pits. Oh, fuck the trolls, dude. Screw this, I'm putting my phone on airplane mode. Block your stupid ass comments, delete, and ignore. The fact that there are people out there more obsessed with my sex life than I am, it's pretty fucking sad. Your dad's ashamed of you. Spoken like somebody who wishes they had a dad. Block, delete, and ignore. Let me guess. You have no daddy, so you're jealous because my dad's awesome and you don't have one. So I know, let's talk shit on Cobra because I fucking hate him so much. Every time my trolls text me dumb shits, I don't even have to respond. Just block, delete, and ignore because it shows I own their fucking bitch asses. And then I live rent-free in their goddamn head. So go ahead, send me another text message, you dumb troll. Run to the end of your leash and bark for your master and Dark Lord and Savior King Cobra JFS. Oof! Yes. I gotta get them OnlyFans. Blah. That's it. I meant to say Patreon videos. Yeah, I need to get the Patreon videos done.
And why? Because they're keeping up with the Joneses and they've become accustomed to the lifestyle you provided, right? Isn't it funny in this age of equality that men really don't matter?
Yeah, no fucking shit.
She's become accustomed. And why? Because they're keeping up with the Joneses and they've become accustomed to the lifestyle you provided, right? Isn't it funny in this age of equality that men really don't matter?
Yeah, in this age of equality, men do not fucking matter worth a shit unless you can die for your country, fight for your country, fix a car, fix the sink, put shingles on the roof. Be her rock and her foundation. Yeah, if women hate men, totally justified. No one says shit. But if a man hates a woman, well, he's called an incel, piece of shit, sexist, male, pig, yada, 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 yada. And like, you want to scream about equality, but it doesn't seem very equal, does it?
She's become accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and she gets to keep it by taking 60% or more of your pay. Guess whose lifestyle has to...
And again, if women and men got paid the same amount of fucking money, then shit. Maybe she wouldn't have to take all your money.
change then. It's not hers. It's yours. You pay for all the essentials and she'll find...
A TikTok and OnlyFans star was arrested after a neighbor said he found her 4-year-old autistic child alone outside. Yeah, we covered that story. That was just
Find a whole
horrendous.
other group of suckers to cover everything else. Either way, you're living out of the back of your car and you're eating off the dollar menu at McDonald's.
Oh, let's talk about farts. Did you know that according to the Cleveland Clinic, the average person produces up to 3 pints of gas every single day? That's almost half a gallon of gas just sitting inside your stomach. It's no wonder everyone's feeling so bloated and...
Or let's say it wasn't that.
Oh, God damn it. Ah, shit. Smells like Asperger's. Okay, enough of that.
Bad, but you still have to go from a house to a studio apartment. And you go from eating sushi to ramen noodles. And for her, nothing has changed. Life is still a buffet of cock. Screen five. Last one on the list, and this one is special. And of course, once again, we have a set of rules for thee, but none for me. Number 20 is wait. No, I'm not telling you to wait for it. I'm telling you wait because you're fat, bro. If you work out and you're in good shape when you meet her, she's going to want you to keep that. But if she pulls the pin on the fat grenade, well, she just became comfortable in the relationship. Especially if they get pregnant, because then it's okay if they get fat and it's all your fault. Even if they can't.
Yeah, how is it all men's fault when it takes two to make a baby? Just asking for a friend.
Can't put down the zingers, the Oreos, and the ice cream and have Tourette's of the elbow, still your fault. But
yeah, if your girlfriend gets fat, and how is it your fault when she has the control just to say, hey, I want to put down the fucking Haagen-Dazs and the cookie dough chocolate chip ice cream and pick up a fucking kale bar.
if you get a dad bod because you're working 60 or more hours a week, guess who's going back on Tinder? And it's not you. Because she wants...
Yeah, some chicks like a dad bod and some dudes like a heavier set chick, and there's nothing wrong with that.
To keep up with the Joneses.
But that's the goddamn truth. Like, if she gets fat, you can't say shit. But the second you get fat and she says, oh, babe, I'm just, and she's grossed out by your dad bod, so instead of just being an outright bitch about it, she tries to make it about your health and your cholesterol. And it's just like, it's the truth. Like, babe, I'm worried about your cholesterol, and just, I don't want you to die before me. Tries to hide it off while she's concerned. And meanwhile, you're just like, well, hey, babe, you want me to work out and go to the gym? Well, let's work out together, make it a couples activity. And then you know what she'll say? Oh, my God, you just accused me of being fat? Fuck you, asshole. This conversation's not about me. It's about you. And you're just like, well, I didn't say that, honey. I was just offering for us to do things as a couple, but if you wanted to be like that,
Or Jamal, you have to pay for that lifestyle. And it doesn't matter if your personal self-care goes to shit. And here's another thought. It doesn't stop just there.
Nice black dress. Ugh.
Let's just say, hypothetically, you give in to a few of these ultimatums. What will your life look like? I don't want to spoil it for you, but all these roads that kind of go to the same place. That would be divorce. She wants this lifestyle, and you're going to provide it because you're like, okay, she's different. Happy wife, happy life. Wake up. So you're working 60 hours a week, and you're going to the gym because she doesn't want you to get fat. All the while, she's at home watching her ass get fatter, swiping right on Tinder. And why?
You don't have enough time for me. You're always working. When
That's just the goddamn truth, YouTube. She wants the custom lifestyle where things cost like money and shit. So you work 60 plus hours a week to afford that lifestyle. And then she just sits there and says, you don't have enough time for me. Why can't you spend more time with me? Because you're dog tired at the end of the fucking day. Never mind the fact that you could just ask her, hey, babe, you want this lifestyle? How about you take on 30 plus hours a week, and that way we can, you know what I'm saying? Oh, but no, couldn't do that, could you? No. So then when she's sitting there saying, you don't spend enough time with me, so you're like, all right. So now you cut down on the job hours, and why can't you make more money? I want things. At that point, marriage is like, where's the beer? This bitch is giving me a fucking headache. Hold up. That's the stuff. And then you look at her and go, okay, babe, which is it? Either you want me to spend more time with you, or you know what I'm saying? You want the money and the lifestyle.
Newsflash, ladies. He's always working because you have made him that way. And that's why I always say this. Ladies, never ever try to change your man. Because if you are successful, you will lose respect for him and you're gone. Dudes, I hope you took notes. If you're still conscious, my tongue is numb. You will notice my entire menagerie is empty. I wonder why. Could it be that I've already done all of this crazy shit and you can benefit through my experience? Now remember, dudes, I'm not smarter than you. I'm just older and have a lot more experience getting my ass kicked. So remember that next time you listen to the old salty dog, I'm just looking out for you. With that being said, I believe I am done with you. Go away.
Shit.
I actually bought a futon at Salvation Army that had a chalk outline of a body on it. And like this lady that was with me, she's just like, you can't possibly be serious.
Why not? It's haunted. I like haunted.
And I'm like the guy. I'm like, how much for the futon? $150. But it's got a chalk outline of a dead dude on it. He comes out $30. I can do $30. That really, and she was like, oh my God, you're gonna buy that? I'm just like, shut up. I'm moving it in the truck. I'm not touching that mattress. I'm not touching that mattress.
There's part 2. I'll catch you later.